What's up, everybody? Mr. Jiggles here, and we're gonna be going over the build that I'm using. It is a Bowazon, and we're using it in the new ladder that just happened. So it's been a couple weeks, but we finally got a decent build. It is pretty budget, but we're gonna go over it, and I'll show you some other options that I was looking at for some added bonus points. So first off, we have Windforce Hydra Bow. I traded 2 perfect amethysts for this Windforce. Socketed it, put a shale rune in it, so it's 40 IES. We have Hysteria, which is the hustle rune word, just change the name. Get faster run walk IES, 6 to evade, and some all-res. Some pretty good stuff there. We have G-Face, which I would like to put a socket in here and put a 15 IAS jewel in here, or even something better. I got Eye of Etlich, 1 of skills, 6 life stolen. Could do some other stuff like Cat's Eye here. We have a Leech Ring with some fire res and attack rating. We have Gore Riders. Lavina's Belt could have a better option here. A Raven Frost, and another special element, Horizon's Hold. Now these gloves do insane amounts of damage. Now you may be thinking to yourself, you could have 320s here. I would disagree, and I would show you the proof that the flat fire damage is more important to your actual damage. And we'll show you really quick. I have some two to skills gloves here. Pop open the stats, and we would have 4,000 top end damage from strafe. If we had the 2 to skills gloves on and the Horizon's Hold, gives us 300 extra damage. And on the low end, you're going from 285 to 426. Now, there were some other gloves that I was trying to use and trying to get to work. Laying of the Hands isn't a bad option. You get 350% increased damage there and 20 IAS. We were trying out Lava Gout because you get a level 10 enchant on striking. This kind of happens a lot because you're hitting a lot of enemies. You get some flat fire damage and 20 IAS. Now, maybe it's a toss-up between Laying of Hands and the Horizon's Hold, but I think Horizon's Hold is unique, and it's been putting in some work. So I'll show you what it looks like running through Chaos. Oh, also I have Torch Annie. I have a Skiller, some maximum and attack rating GCs, and some AR large charms, some decent other small charms for maximum damage AR, and some resistances. Our resistances are kind of cooked, but we're surviving, so I don't know. But anyways, let's get to it and to do it. All right, let's go see what also there's a bow that has some crushing blow on it. Makes your character look sweet. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? That looks super cool. And it gives you some hits attack monsters to flee, some attack rating, and 25% crushing blow, which would put our crushing blow totals at 85%, which is kind of interesting. But without that, we get hustle and 40 IES, bringing our IES up to 80, which is nice, and then we would have 60 crushing blow instead. Let's get to it. Now, our biggest issue when it comes to this build is Stone Skin immune to physical creatures. But that is why we've maxed out Magic Arrow. That doesn't do amazing damage, not necessarily, but it does enough to get the kill. It takes around 20 hits for the super stone skin ones, and yeah, I guess we just go from there. There's a stone skin. Dude. And even normally we took out the stone skin. There's just certain stone skins like the Venom Lords, which are kind of nasty you have to deal with. They have super high resistances, but the normal stone skins, you can kind of take them out pretty easy. Because of the fire damage. Found another monarch.
Impossible.
I've been finding these monarchs like crazy. And there we go. That's why it's important.
Not even death can save you from me.
And there we go. Now, as you can see, this build could obviously use some upgrades at certain pieces. I think essentially you'd have to go Fortitude for an armor to get that 300% enhanced damage or whatever it is that you get. I think getting a High Lords here would be super important for getting that IAS and then the Deadly Strike as well. And obviously an upgrade on the belt. This is my underrated piece for Bowazon builds out there. I think this is really interesting to look into and something to test. I don't know if laying of hands is going to be better, essentially, because of that 350% damage to demons, but 140 to 270 fire damage and crushing blow. It's kind of interesting. What do you think? What pieces could I upgrade and get this physical Bowazon to doing its maximum potential? Leave them in the comments below. Like the video if you do like the video. Subscribe for more, and we'll check you next time. See you. Goodbye.